Moines, Iowa. Here I come. Crazy fur coat I just smuggled on board. It's my little travel blanket for this trip. Pesos, y'all. Feel the burn. What's up, y'all? So I've arrived in Iowa and I'm headed to go catch an Uber to my, y'all have to see how I'm dressed right now. Like a damn homeless socialist. I'm here, Iowa, woo! Cannot wait to help y'all feel the burn. Booyah, baby. Not me, us. Whoa, what? Iowa? Oh my god, you guys, look at this white stuff on the ground behind me. What is that stuff? What is that shit? Look at this. What is that coldness in the air? It is so fucking cold here, you guys. So cold. Like, I'm in the middle of Des Moines. And granted, this happens in LA too, but like, there's a full-on deer in the middle of town. Hey, queen. I'm like on these street. I'm definitely not gonna go near him, but God, he's got like a big old thing of antlers. Big old guy. I can hardly see him, but y'all, this is the shit. This is the reason why I left the Midwest. I cannot see what other shit. There's snow everywhere. They don't. I'm like, I'm gonna come to Illinois. I'm gonna be a pedestrian. I'm gonna divide and Illinois, Iowa. I'm gonna divide and conquer the Hawkeye State. No, ma'am. You can't even get around on the bloody sidewalks because they don't plow them. It snowed 4 days ago. Get it together, Iowa. Woo. It's like -1 degree. It's so cold. But that's beautiful. The Lord Jesus is cold. I miss these pink skies in the Midwest where the snow, the moonlight reflects off the snow, and it's super cool. Look at that. The Capitol building in the distance. Des Moines, baby. It's freezing cold. So I'm in the kids and women's shoe department because the men's, I have to buy snow boots here in Iowa, and the men's, whoa shit, would just not cut it. Look out. Does UGG make a snow boot? Those are cute. Okay, I'm walking into Bernie headquarters. It's like very top secret. Greetings from downtown Des Moines, y'all. I'm a one-man Bernie Sanders machine out in the freezing ass cold, carrying my plethora of signage out in downtown East Des Moines, I think. West Des Moines. Yeah. Anyways, down here, chatting people up, talking to them about Bernie, about to go take some signs to the local LGBT bars, and trying to work it out on this gorgeous, frigid ass Sunday here in Des Moines. Bam! Look at them birds over there. Hola Des Moines, hola peeps. Still just huffing it through town for Bernie, y'all. It's literally so cold, but you know what? A political revolution in your country is never easy, and persuading people to side with your candidate isn't either. So that's why he's got a 30,000 foot soldiers here in Iowa to support his cause. Hopefully y'all do too. You guys, I consider it a personal triumph. Bam! I just asked them if they'd put a Bernie sign up in the window, and they did. Yes, holla me, Pete. Not to be shady to Pete, but I do want to get like a shot with just Bernie video. We're out canvassing for Bernie in this crazy, all snowy. This is how strong of advocates we are for the political revolution, as we're trudging through the freezing cold weather out in what, inches of snow, Out for the man, out for Bernie.
Most Californian thing I've ever heard.
We're doing it for sure. For real. Ooh. Ooh, children, just let me tell you, it is a cold, cold night here in Des Moines, Iowa, but we are getting it done. We've knocked on dozens and dozens of doors at this point, trying to get people to commit to caucus on Monday for the burn, and super excited. It's very, very cold, as I said. Feet are freezing, toes are freezing, hands are freezing, but trying to do what we can to get this man in the White House and to change our country. So, hello from Des Moines, Iowa. Look at all this crazy snow, this crazy winter wonderland. It's amazing. Y'all, this shit is not cute. It is so freaking cold and so chilly, and Lord knows, like 30% of these people aren't even home. God, I like snot dripping down my nose, but I'm here for it. I'm here. We're out knocking on doors. We've knocked on hundreds of doors today. It's insane, incredible. So stoked to be part of this movement. Bernie Sanders, hashtag not me, us. So, one of the things about going canvassing and being outside in this freezing cold weather is gearing up, ladies and gents. Yesterday I had 2 pairs of socks on. Today, I think I'm gonna go for the glory and do 3 socks because, Lord, children, my tootsies, my little tootsies were so cold yesterday. So, yes. Part of it is about staying warm and being able to face the elements because they are loud and proud here in Miss Iowa. Whoop. Hi, guys. Feel the burn. Next up is the long underwear. Whoop. All right, y'all. Next step is this feeling fine with the Henley. About to put on like 3 more layers, and then I'll be ready to hit the streets of Des Moines. What up, bros? Bernie Brocay here. Ready to hit the streets of some Iowa. Look at that jawline. Woof. Ready to bro it out with my fellow Bernie bros and my hot, sexy Bernie girls. What's that hashtag? Hot girls for Bernie. And rock this election in Iowa out, y'all. Feel the burn. Not me, us. So a lot of my time here in Des Moines has been spent waiting on these crazy Ubers because there's not as many Ubers, you know, frequently as there are in LA. And so yeah, big chillin' at the hotel. It's another freezing day. It's 22 Fahrenheit, so not cute. One really funny thing is that some, like, this sign I put up, a Bernie sign, like in front of my hotel, I legit poured water over it because the sign itself is like coated in water, whatever protectorant, but like it means that this thing is frozen solid into the ground, so they can't remove it if they don't actually want it there. It's like not so shady because it's in like the it's like halfway on the border of like the Cash Saver parking lot edge and the hotel, so I put it up like right in the corner. But I like doused it in freaking Dasani bottled water to like solidify it into the ground, at least until the snow thaws, like well after the Iowa Caucuses, honeys. Basis. I'm gonna be too obnoxious because people are like phone banking and stuff, but look how cool the office is. Iowa for Bernie. We suggest don't get anything. Bernie headquarters, Des Moines, Iowa, for the 2020 presidential election. Love it.
Oh my god, it's so cold. How do people even do this shit? Bernie! Bernie Sanders! Bernie! Bernie Sanders! Cali comes to Iowa.
Say it again. Does it
Cali comes to Iowa, does a snow angel.
Alright, ready, go. Say it, Cali.
Walking along the river. Oh, freaking, it is so bloody cold, honey. But we are doing it. I'm trying to get a good picture with Bernie sign. Beautiful Iowa. I've been hoping for a little bit of snow, just a little bit of precipitation. And ladies and gentlemen, it is here. It is snowing in Des Moines while I'm awake, and in it, it's snowing. I love it. I haven't been snowed on. Gosh. Honey, mama. Bernie, day 4. No, day 5 actually. Bernie headquarters is very quiet now. So I'm getting ready to home make. And the dog is over. Hello everybody. It is, I believe it's day 4 of my time here in Des Moines. I'm walking home. I do a lot of walking in this town, though everyone thinks I'm crazy because it's so cold, but I'm like, hey, I'll always be a little New Yorker at heart. Anyways, I hope everybody's well. Called more than 100 people today. Felt really accomplished. Got more than almost 90 houses knocked on in the previous 2 days. So I'm feeling good about my time here in Iowa, and I'm just sending everybody love from this freezing cold Antarctic city that I'm kicking it in for the next few days. So, heart you guys, hope you're well, feel the burn, hashtag not me, us. Bernie Sanders, thank you for inspiring me to come out here. I'm stoked and ready to change our country, baby. I love this cool little park and this guy playing, guy, I don't know who, playing with their dog. It's cool. Des Moines, baby, Des Moines, DSM. Oh my god, you guys, I think I'm getting sick. It's so cold outside that can you see that? Yeah, the cold air is like billowing in. Now I can see it a little better. Gosh, so cold. Day 5, Bernie headquarters. No, you're fine, you're fine. Woo, time to go canvassing. Yeah, cheers, let's go. I'm here with Eva the Aussie. We're gonna go canvassing. We're leaving Bernie headquarters and here in Des Moines. I always like to show people like them. There's a little training session in there with these ladies. Super cool. We're gonna go brave the cold. We're the warm weather caucus. Did you hear people call us that?
What?
The warm weather caucus. It's another day of trudging through the snow to canvass for Senior Sanders. I'm out here with Eva from Perth, Australia. Is this a house? Look at this place. I think it's a church. OMG. This is the links we go. There's no path paved. This is the links we go for the burn, man. And I mean, gosh, I'm assuming I should go to their front door. But Lord, it's more like, Eva! So cold. So cold! Feel the burn! Midnight scouting, future underwear dance photo shoot here at the capital of Iowa. Iowa, I love some white cloud with some Iowa Capitol building, yeah. That's why I love the Midwest, because it's like, it's hella late at night, and this is the most treasured, like, you know, important building in the whole region, in the whole state, and there's like not an inkling of a guard in or around. Not like I'm gonna burn the whole place down or anything, but it's just so funny that there's like no barriers, no guards. You know, this was another country, another province, in another state, in another world, in another nation. There'd be so much security. But nope, they're just like is. I do see shoestrings. No crossing. There we go. There's the security boundaries. But oh, it's so beautiful, and it's snowing. You guys, can you guys see that? Look at that. Gorgeous at the capital of Iowa, darlings. Just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Seriously. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's day 6. I'm out canvassing for Bernie. These French journalists want to come with me and canvass and like watch me canvass. It's gonna be a freaking riot. I mean, look at me right now. I'm like the gay activist out and about, but love it. They're literally parking and then they're coming with me to go canvass. Amazing! What's up, y'all? It's my last canvassing house of the night. I missed a house like 2 blocks away. I gotta go back because It's two guys' names. I think they might be a gay couple, and one of them is a big old Bernie supporter who lives right next door to a Trump supporter. So trying to knock that one out and see if we can have a converter on our hands and get him to caucus here in Des Moines on Monday. Feeling the burn. Had a great time canvassing today with an Irishman, a New Yorker, 2 French journalists, a Texan, and moi. Bezos, guys.
I'm here at a gay bar. Look at all the Bernie love. Yes. I'm gonna do y'all shirts. Bernie shirt. Bernie shirt. Bernie love. Bernie Bernie. Sorry. Okay. I'm trying to do the stickers. Bernie love. Everyone's wearing Bernie stickers. There's so much Bernie love. Bernie love. Bernie. Oh wait, look at this.
Oh, you guys, it's my last night in Des Moines. I'm walking through the East Village of Des Moines right now, and it's bittersweet. I made this place my home the last week, and I met a lot of incredible people from around the world. Like, I personally canvassed with people from New York, Arizona, Miami, Philly, Boston, Ireland, Bosnia, Belgium, Australia. I mean, it's so crazy I wish more people could see how incredible this movement is, and I wish the mainstream media would just cover it more and like really give it due diligence and credence, because it's so much bigger than Bernie Sanders. It's like, it's not even him. It has nothing really to do with him as a person or him as a candidate or anything. It has to do with mobilizing Americans and getting the people excited about something, and less apathetic and more empathetic. So my time here in Iowa, I'm very Obi-Wan Kenobi right now with this hoodie, but my time here in Iowa has been incredible. I've reached out to almost 500 individuals that I would never have met or talked to before, and everyone's so grateful that I'm here. I'm grateful for the opportunity to have been here, and I'm leaving Iowa feeling honestly more alive than I felt since my mother passed in September. And it's just so incredible to be here, part of something bigger than myself. And there's a lot of naysayers out there who are not necessarily for Senator Sanders, but just think about that the current president is a radical that won on being radical. What if the country is ready to embrace the other side of radical? That's all I'm saying, y'all. I'm so grateful to be here, Des Moines. I heart you. Thank you for being so welcoming, and who knows when I'll return. Bezos. And then there's this mess over here. This is my bestie right here. Miss Capital Edificia Capitala. I don't even know what this name of this building is, but it's crazy because, often I decide to walk home or start the walk home, and I get to walk by this gorgeous scenery every day. It's gorgeous, it's beautiful, and it's definitely something I'm gonna miss. You know what, actually, I don't think I'm gonna miss that. I don't think I'm gonna miss these cold ass walks and this snow and this freezing ass building that don't do nothing but just look beautiful and serve no purpose other than just being in the Capitol building. While I might miss its aesthetic, I don't think I'm gonna miss any of this. Love you, Iowa. Okay, guys, it's that moment where I run through this pasture of like freshly baked, snow that hasn't been touched in my high tops that are not meant for waterproof action, or what do I do? Do I go where no man has gone before, at least not in the last half of January? Oh no! I don't think I'm going to. Sorry. I don't want to get my feet all wet, and honestly. Wait, should I, guys? Should I? It's my last day, and this is my last night in Des Moines. I'm doing it. Look at this. Oh my god. There's something so liberating about like being the first or the only or the one person to do something. To be the leader of the pack. It's kind of nice to not always be the leader, but sometimes it's also nice to just stray from the norm and be the one to say, hey, this is okay. That's a lesson I've learned in Iowa. We're like right here.
What?
We're like right here.
First, we're going to hear from activists and icons surrounded.
I was in Iowa for the first time. Well, I was filming. When you guys went to Obama. That was right. That was a shock. And then I went back to the Field of Dreams. I was fabulous. And I was so happy to be able to come back to see the end of the cycle here because this is it, guys. We are having the revolution. And I thank you as a New Yorker and a mom for all the doors you've knocked on and all the calls you've made and all the commitment. Is there anybody here from out of state? That's what I mean. That is what is so fucking moving. Because we are all connected and we have the greater good and justice of all kinds and our tent is wide and we're going to do this because of that. Even Bill Maher finally came over.
He supported Bernie 4 years ago.
He had some kind of a revelation, or he's just scared to not be on our side. But you know, everybody said it was impossible. I want to read you two quotes before the real speakers get up here. And one of them is from our dear, come on guys, from Muhammad Ali. And he said, impossible is just a big word thrown around by small men who find it easier to live in the world they've been given than to explore the power they have to change it. Impossible is not a fact, it is an opinion. And impossible is not a declaration, it is a dare. So, impossible is potential, and that's where we are now. We have taken that word impossible and taken it as a dare, and we are going to show them, and I don't know why they're so surprised, because they just had their heads in the sand. The second one, I'm not plagiarizing because I'm telling you. Some other people on the campaign trail.
Biden.
Anyway,
I said it.
this is from Noam Chomsky, who really is an icon. During that, Bernie Sanders has absolutely infuriated the liberal establishment by committing a major crime. And it is not his policies. His crime was to organize an ongoing political movement that doesn't just show up at the polls every 4 years and push a button, but keeps working. That's no good. The rabble is supposed to stay home. Their job is to watch, not to participate. So I thank you, rabble.
Thank you.
For all of you, so much love for all of you, so much hope because of all of you. And now it is my privilege to introduce our next person here, Dr. Cornell Webb.
together with the tenderness, the sweetness, the kindness, that's tied to solidarity too. So the spirit is connected to the social. The existential is connected to the economic. The personal is connected to the political. We learned that from our womanist and our feminist sisters. And last but not least, this is the catalyst. Iowa. And nobody I know who's been working harder and longer other than Brother Bernie himself and Sister Jane. As the towering figure, I want to introduce to you all. She is a spokesperson. She is a leader. She is a love warrior. And she's my dear sister who I revel in her humanity and her eloquence. I'm talking about my dear sister Nina.
And I want you to feel this, because far too often in this society, we make it seem as though only if you have a special title do you matter. Only if you have lots of money do you matter. Well, our revolution is going to turn that thing around, that every single one of us have a role to play, to do what we can, where we are, with what we have. And when history See, that's it. 10 years from now, 20 years from now, when you look back on this moment, you can say unequivocally that you were in this, that you took it to the streets, that you gave it all that you had to transcend this nation and, dare I say, the world. You are doing a public service right now, and it needs to be recognized. So on behalf of Senator Bernard Sanders, new way of Brooklyn. I want you to just reflect for a moment if you can. And I'm not sure if Senator Bernard Sanders knew that he was being built for this moment. When he was a 20-something student at the University of Chicago, the senator shared with many of us that his first plane trip, the very first plane trip he had, think about that, wrap your mind around that. I'm not sure if he knew when he was an activist on that campus, president of CORE, standing side by side with his other woke sisters and brothers to protest segregation at the University of Chicago that relegated black students, hello somebody, in Chicago, I ain't talking about the South, the North, to substandard housing on one end, and then the university, and then the Chicago schools on the other hand, treating black children like throwaways. I'm not sure if 20-something-year-old Bernard Sanders knew that he was being built for this moment. So let's ask what his contemporaries were doing. Bless you, baby. What around the same time. What were they doing around that same time?
They were Republicans.
Then when we get to the 80s,
Yes.
it'll make you free. That's what I read. That's what I heard. And my goodness, in the 80s, standing up for our gay, lesbian, transgender sisters and brothers, when he had power as mayor, he didn't wait until it became political. Now, evolution is a beautiful thing. I'm really glad and happy when people evolve. But there is a scripture in the Christian tradition that says that you will know the tree by the fruit that it bears. And in order for a tree to bear fruit, it has had to be moved for a very long time. So evolution is beautiful. We have in Senator Bernard Sanders somebody that has been on the right side of justice the overwhelming majority of his life. That doesn't make him perfect, but that makes him somebody that is rooted from a view that Dr. West and I talk about all the time. You either got the castle view or the street view. Come on, somebody.
Here at the Capitol in Des Moines with Alejandra. Yes, Bernie! Bernie! We are dressed to the nines, taking underwear photo shoots.
We sure are. Mhm, girl.
Yes. Let's get some food.